Welcome everyone, my name is McKay. I'm a yoga teacher. I teach at YogaWorks. I teach live streaming classes on Zoom and live streaming classes on YouTube. Today we're going to do a class that's only 30 minutes. It's going to be a little bit of hip opening, a little bit of balance. It's going to lead to the peak pose, if you will, or the climax of the class will be half moon. So if you're newer to yoga, I would definitely suggest having a couple of blocks or books or whatever you have in your home. And if you had a wall space, that would be amazing. Because what we're doing is hip opening, we'll start in a seated position. This is called Sukhasana. My shins are crossed and I'm just trying to make a triangular shape within the legs. You can allow your hands to rest on your thighs. Palms facing down tends to be more grounding. Palms facing up tends to be more energizing. So determine how your energy is today. Primary focus is to keep your shoulders right over the creases of your wrists. Right? Maintain the lift of the heart in your chest. You can close your eyes from top to bottom or just let your gaze be forward and soft. Try to lift up and out of the sides of your waist and try to keep that connection of the sitting bones on the ground, but the crown of the head rebound away from the floor. Broad across the heart and the chest, moving the fronts of the arms towards the backs of the arms and allowing your shoulder blades to slide down to your waist. Take an inhale here. And then when you exhale, bring your arms behind you, lean backwards and just change the crossing of your shins. Now we'll just do a little bit of arm work. When you inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Keep the shoulder blades releasing down. When you exhale, lean to your right. So as the right hand comes down, the right elbow can bend, and you stretch the left arm up and over. So maybe you might feel a lateral stretch here, side bending here. But try to revolve the right side of your chest forward, the left side of your chest backwards. That's going to be the same actions when we do our half moon. Lead with your top hand. Inhale, come up, bringing the arms out to the height of your shoulders. And then exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches, left elbow will bend, and you really try to keep the side body extending, to the left in this case, and keep the sitting bones connected to the ground. The right one tends to lift. As you inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, release the hands down, and then change the crossing of your shins as you come to all fours position, cat and cow. Very simply here, just moving, articulating the spine, and this is something that you can do every day, to start your day. As you inhale, scoop your heart and your chest forward. Then as you exhale, round your spine, dome your upper back to the ceiling. You can look to your belly or to your thighs. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale to round. Two more like that. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale to round. And then one more time. Inhale, heart forward, gaze forward. Exhale to round. Now take an inhale here. So I'm gonna, sometimes from time to time, I'll shift from right to left so that you have a better view. This is gonna be elements of half moon. So your knees stay down. Notice that I'm taking my left foot out to the wood floor. And then I'm gonna lift my right leg up. So my right sitting bone and my right heel are in line. And then I float my right arm up to the ceiling. So this could look like half moon, right? It could also look like side plank. So this is where we're going. We're going into a half moon. We'll do another class with side plank, but you could certainly use these elements here. Come back to all fours, and I'm just going to turn around because I don't want my back to you for the entire time. Now the right foot comes down. I'm going to reach my left leg back, and I'm going to reach my left arm up, and I'm trying to get that left heel on that left sitting bone in one line, stacking my shoulders. So it's going to look really similar when we do our half moon. And then slowly unwind. I'm going to turn myself around and come into child's pose. So arms will extend, the forearms and the elbows, they lift away from the ground. And think from your pubic bone out to the crown of the head is stretching forward, out and down. Now activate the child's pose by keeping your forearms, elbows, and upper arms lifted away from the mat. As you inhale, shift your weight forward. As you exhale, curl your toes under, lift the legs towards straight. You're in downward dog pose. So ideally the hands are shoulder width apart, the feet are hip socket distance. You're trying to stretch the inner and outer heels towards the mat. It's not the goal, but unless your hamstrings are super tight, then you would have a bend in the knees, but you want to work the legs towards straight. Legs towards straight, good, and also lengthening spine. Keep your belly engaged. Mindfully walk the hands back to meet the feet. When you walk your hands back to meet your feet, It protects your lower back. Then you'll take a forward fold from here. You can take a hold of opposite elbows or biceps and just try to lengthen the upper body over the lower body. Breathe smooth, steady breaths in and out through your nose. Then as you're ready, you'll release the hands down and you'll walk back out to down dog. You should be able to move from down dog to plank to a back bend like cobra without having to adjust the feet. So notice, observe. Inhale forward to plank pose. Right? I didn't have to adjust my hands. I didn't have to adjust my feet. And then exhale, I'm just going to shift a little bit more weight forward. You could certainly let the knees come down first. Then I'm going to bend my elbows and I'm going to slowly lower myself all the way down to the ground. The tops of the feet press down. Now I'm in my cobra position. I'm going to inhale, lift my heart, lift my chest. So I'm just turning to look to you, but obviously you would continue to look forward. Keep all sides of the neck equally long. Keep the elbows pinning towards one another. Stay here, inhale. Then exhale to lower. Curl your toes under, inner thighs stay lift, push them to the ground. Inhale, plank pose. And then exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward dog pose. So notice, I went from cobra to plank to down dog without having to adjust my feet. And then once again, walk the hands back to meet the feet, protect your lower back, keep the muscles of the belly, the pelvic floor engaged. And from here, you can take the hands to the small of the back, interlace the fingers with each other, take a chest expansion here. Breathe in and out through your nose. Allow the crown of the head to descend down towards the ground. Press down into your feet. Lead with your chest or your upper back. Inhale, come up to stand up. And then exhale, release your arms to your sides. And then we're going to do Tadasana, mountain pose. So this is the blueprint of all of our standing postures. Press down to the four corners of each foot. Lift the legs to straight. Press your inner thighs back as you lengthen your sitting bones to the mat. Lift the heart and chest up. Roll your shoulders back and down. Chin level with the ground, crown of the head stretching out. So now we'll move into some sun salutations to warm the body. This is a half sun salute. Inhale, stretch and reach your arms out and up. And then exhale to fold. As you fold, feel free to keep a generous bend in your knees. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale to fold. Pressing down into your feet. Inhale, stretch the arms out and up, reach up, look up. And then exhale back to center. One more just like that, half sun salute. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. This is Ardha Hastasana. And then exhale, fold forward, folding into yourself. This is Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your chest a few inches. This is Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, fold back down, Uttanasana. Now press down into your feet. Inhale, stretch the arms out and up, Ardha Hastasana. And then exhale, arms by your sides, Tadasana. Okay. So, bearing that you don't have any injuries, step or jump your feet wide apart. Bring your hands to your hips. So like I said, today is hip openers. It's a brief practice that's going to lead to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. And then put a little bend in your right knee, turn your whole right leg out. Turn your left toes in and your left heel out and line up your right heel with the very center of your back arch. Open the arms to the height of your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. So we're going to move in and out of this posture dynamically. So as you inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling, straighten your right knee. When you exhale, resist the arms and bend your right knee. Inhale, float the arms up, straighten your knee. Exhale, resist the arms down, bend your knee. Twice more, total of 4. Inhale, reach the arms up, stretch up. Very similar to what we did seated. Exhale, resist the arms, bend the knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knee, resist the arms down. This is warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Front heels in line with the back arch, right outer hip dropping, left inner thigh lifting. Both arms are at the same height. Chest right above the pubic bone. Try not to reach forward or backward. Stay really center. Sit a little deeper. Inhale. And then exhale, straighten your knee. Bring your hands to your hips, parallel your legs. Turn your whole left leg out. So deep within the hip socket. Turn the right toes in and the right heel out. Line up your left heel with the center of your back arch. Inhale, exhale, warrior two, second side. Inhale, reach the arms up, straighten your left knee. Exhale, resist the arms, bend your knee. Inhale, arms up, straighten your knee. Exhale, resist the arms, bend your knee. I believe we have 2 more. I hope I'm even. Inhale, reach the arms up, stretch up. I have been known to count erroneously. Exhale, resist. I think one more. Inhale, arms up, reach up. And then exhale, bend your knee, resist. Soft gaze over your left middle finger. Keep the belly engaged. Use the muscles of the pelvic floor. Find stability here. How can you center yourself and stay grounded but yet lifted and buoyant in the pose? Stay here, inhale. And then exhale, straighten your knee, resist the arms, parallel your legs. If your knees will allow it, jump your feet back together. Okay, so because half moon has an element of balance, we'll work on balance here. We'll do tree pose. Press down through the four corners of each foot, just like you did in Tadasana. Lift your toes up, resist the toes back down. And then bend your right knee. Your right toes can stay on the ground. Your right foot could be at your ankle. It could be at your calf or really high to your left inner thigh. Think of your pelvis like a bowl. You don't want anything spilling forward or backwards or out to the sides. Bring your hands to your heart center. Tree pose. So you're pressing through the big toe mound of your left foot, and the rebound is going up and out through the crown of the head. Inner right thigh to inner right knee, and outer right hip firming in. Hips firming into the midline of the body. Keep your belly engaged. Balance requires a lot of core, right? So you got to pull up on the muscles of the pelvic floor. Keep the navel drawing in. Lift your heart, lift your chest. Maybe even look up. And then when you exhale, bring your right foot down, bring your arms down. Maybe bend and straighten your knees. Very good. So now left leg is going to be in the tree pose. So you're going to bend your left knee, and perhaps you keep your left foot on the ground. Or you bring it to your calf, or you bring it high to your right inner thigh. Keep your outer hips drawing towards each other. Keep the navel drawing in and up towards the spine. Lift the heart and chest up. Hands at the center of the heart. Tree pose, Trikonasana. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Keep lengthening your lower back towards the mat. Belly engaged. Crown of the head stretching up towards the ceiling. And then shoulders super relaxed. Stay here, inhale. Stay here, exhale. One more inhale. Then exhale, release your leg down, release your arms down. Come back to Tadasana. Maybe you can think of Tadasana like coming back home. And then we'll do a sun salute, and then we'll come back to this position. So I'm going to come to the front edge of my mat. I'm going to, this is sun salute. Inhale, reach the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chest. When you exhale, step back to plank. So you're going to push up. And then shift your weight forward. Bend your elbows so you're in Chaturanga Dandasana. Push your feet back, uncurl your toes, up dog pose, shoulders over the creases of the wrists. And then exhale, roll over your toes, down dog pose. Feet about hip socket distance, hands about shoulder width. Press into your fingertips and knuckles and the heels of the hands. Try to plug your arm bones back into the arm sockets. Try to keep the legs really engaged, so they work more than your arms. Stay here for the inhale. And then bottom of the exhale, lightly bring your feet forward. Lift the heart, inhale. Bow and fold, exhale. Press down into your feet, inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, return to your center. And then as we did earlier, you're either going to step or jump your feet wide apart. So now we'll move towards our peak or our theme or a plateau. We'll link two poses together, triangle and half moon. So like we did in Warrior 2, you're going to turn your whole right leg out. Left toes turn in, left heel spins out. Right heel will line up at the center of the left arch. Open up the arms to the height of your shoulders. As you inhale, reach over your right side. Try to get the right and left side of the body equally long. As you exhale, right hand either to shin or block. Left arm straight up to the ceiling. So triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. Breathe. Press into the big toe mound of your front foot and the heel and little toe side of your back foot. Now moving into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, slowly sweep your left arm behind you. Gaze down at your right foot. Don't let the foot move, but do bend your right knee. As you bend the right knee, take your hand and block or whatever you have forward and bring the left foot forward. Now when you take your hand and the block forward, it's about a foot on the diagonal of the little toe side of your right foot. Use your inhale to transfer the weight onto the right leg. Use your exhale to float the left leg up. For today, you can have the left hand rest on the left thigh. Turn your heart and your chest towards the side wall. Full expression of the pose is top arm up to the ceiling. So you see how these elements from the beginning, when we were on that all fours position, very similar to how we are now, right? So we build by doing something simple, then go to more complex. Return your left hand to your left outer hip. Firm your right outer hip in. Slowly, gracefully, mindfully, slide your way back into triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. Press your back leg. Inhale, come up to stand up. Exhale, release your arms, parallel your legs. Second side, turn your whole left leg out from deep within the hip socket. Right toes turn in, right heel spins out. Take your arms out to the height of your shoulders. As you inhale, lengthen out of the left side of your body. As you exhale, left hand to block floor or whatever prop you have, right arm up to the ceiling, Utthita Trikonasana, round 2. Left side of your chest moving forward, right side of your chest moving backward. We talked about that in the seated position at the very beginning of the class. Now sweep your right arm behind you, moving to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Keep the left foot undisturbed, but bend the left knee. Take your hand and prop and move it forward more on the little toe side of your left foot. Bring your right foot closer to the left, keep the left knee bent, left hand and prop are over on the diagonal of the little toe side of front foot, which is the left, about a foot, okay? And then as you transfer the weight onto the left leg, float the right leg up. To begin, take the right hand to the right outer hip. Keep breathing in and out through your nose, and then slowly take your top arm up, half moon pose. Hopefully you can see it, probably was better to see on the first side, but keep revolving the right side of your chest behind you, the left side of your chest in front of you. Firm your left outer hip in. Keep firming the outer hips in as you gracefully and slowly come back to half moon. Press down into your feet. Inhale, slowly come up to stand. Exhale, release your hands. Step or jump your feet together. So that's how we build to half moon. Come back to the front edge of your mat. Make sure your props are out of your way. As you inhale, sweep the arms up to the ceiling. As you exhale, fold. As you inhale, lengthen your heart forward. As you exhale, take your feet back and lower your body down. Inhale to up dog. And then exhale, pause and breathe, downward dog pose. Stay here for the inhale. Stay here for the exhale. And then lower your knees, rest, child's pose. When you're ready, you'll slowly bring yourself up and return to the position that we started in with your shins crossed. Maybe it's a little bit easier to sit because you did some hip opening. Bring your hands to your heart center. Allow your heart to lift and your mind to bow towards your heart. Thank you for allowing me to share half moon with you today. Namaste. Peace out, yogis. Stay tuned. More videos to come. Thank you.